there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
Onside kick recovered by the Vikings.
Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a three-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
A first down throw for Cousins. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No one there to help out downfield, but no. Problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Stepping up, he's going to... Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down.
At the 27-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mine's 54.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
Recovered by the Vikings.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Vikings.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he goes out right around the 39.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Prescott yet again. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
The onside kick recovered by the Vikings.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Gerald McCoy. Dak Prescott.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense. Get out of here, man.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Gerald McCoy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down, but hold everything. A flag is down. This one might not stand. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We were treated to a fine first half from Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Don't stop that moment.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Prescott. Floating one, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Cooper's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And this announcer kind of speechless, cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way, the length of the field, and gave up a safety. Oh, my. All I can say is that baby might have just set the game of football back 40 years. Maybe 50, maybe 60.
Let's just go for
100.
70. Just keep going.
The game never started.
Because there's no way I can analyze that. There's just no way.
Abdullah to return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 hit?
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Tyrone Crawford, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 15. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. have become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Vikings have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And the Cowboys are able to recover.
The onside kick recovered by the Cowboys.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They run it again with Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. First down, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Tyrone Crawford bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
At the 44-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Cowboys
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
at the 21-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott escaping. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, Elliott. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be second down.
4-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escape.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Gerald McCoy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
It's second down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Incomplete. It's now third down and 16.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Cooper was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Covered by Jeff Gladney.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
17.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.